Salam, this is Joan. The Korean readings today are Suras 89 and 92. The titles are Fajr and the Nite, which is Layl, and the message is that we're supposed to create and show a path to God. The other one is that Judgment Day is when war happens. So I'm going to start with a prayer. It's from Surah 92, verses 1 to 4, and verse 20. By the night when it covers, and the day when it shines, Allah, surely the ends we all strive for are diverse. May we strive to please you. I was thinking maybe that's determined by how much time we spend on something throughout the year. Also, in the night, Layl, in verse 5, it says to be charitable and mindful of God. In verse 6, to practice laws and believe. If you do that, you'll have a life of ease. If you're indifferent to God and stingy or a denier, you'll have a path of hardship, which is verse 8, and you'll tumble into hell. In verse 12, it says that we as believers are to show the way to God. In verse 14, to warn of fire. In verse 18, that we should donate our wealth. And if we do what we're supposed to, we'll be spared. In verse 20, we're to please God. In the other writings, Surah 89, which it talks about Judgment Day being war. In verse 22, it says, your Lord comes to judge with rank upon rank. In verse 23, that hell then happens, and disbelievers will note their sins. But judgment is also given to believers. Verse 25, we're punished severely. In verse 20, if you love wealth too much, one indication is when you take inheritance from women and orphans. That was in commentary that I read. That's considered an idol.